Hello and welcome to this little cooking video. Welcome to September and autumn, really, because it's cold. It was cold the other day, but now we're in a heat wave, and it may be probably cold again by the time I post this. This is just a little video of me making banana bread, vegan banana bread, so you don't need any eggs or any milk. It's like the simplest thing, and you've probably all made it or seen a lot of videos of it. Nothing original, really. Disclaimer. But I don't know, I just felt like making this such a great way of, if you need to use up any bananas that you haven't eaten. I personally don't like my bananas when they get too ripe and sweet. It says on the recipe 3 black bananas, but they don't have to be completely gone. Yeah, it's just a very easy recipe to make. It's basically just all the bananas mushed up, some oil, some flour, sugar, cinnamon and baking powder. I always put less sugar than what it says, especially if it's a banana bread, just because you've also got the bananas and they're sweet. I don't think you need to add so much sugar, but that is a personal choice decision of mine. It says 100 grams of sugar and I used about 70. Vegetable oil, but you can also use sunflower. Other times I have used olive oil. I like the taste of olive oil, so I don't mind it in like cakes and things. Some people don't really like the taste of olive oil because it's quite strong, but I really do. But anyway, it's also more expensive than vegetable and sunflower oil, so maybe save it for your salads. I don't know. Yes, I love making this. It reminds me of when I was a kid. My mum used to make banana bread a lot, probably for the same reasons as me. It's a simple, sweet thing. And sometimes when I get back from school, I'm like 6:30, because I would finish at 5:30 and then I had to get the bus, and I lived like out in the countryside. Everything was much later in Spain, so I would be getting home from school about 6:15, 6:20. There was always some food for me to eat, and sometimes there was banana bread, or I think she started making Bakewell tart. My mum is an amazing cook. This is definitely not a cooking video of me giving tips on cooking, because the only tip I'm giving is to use less sugar, because like my plants video, I am no cook. I like to cook. In the last few years I've started cooking a lot more, and in a way I wish that I was more interested in cooking when I was younger, but I can still ask my mum for some recipes and tips and things. But yeah, I remember coming back from school and having lots of different things to eat. She tried to give me healthy things that I liked, because she knew I didn't like the food at school. Not a fan. Anyway, so yes, sometimes we would have some banana bread, and some was left out for me, but the whole actual tray was there too. It was a much bigger tray than this. It was probably like 3 times or 4 times the size. It was sort of more like I'm not sure what the word is, a sort of a baking tray where you would have like potatoes, like a sort of a much wider container, and I would just cut away at this cake and eat it. And yes, that is a nice memory I have from coming back from school. I know that she would put dates in it, and I do believe it was probably vegan, but now I'm not sure, because I wasn't vegan then, I was vegetarian. It's a great, easy cake to make. And while I was cooking, I had a little dance while I was waiting for the bell to ring. I did have to put it back in the oven 2 more times because it was a little runny, so you have to check and make sure that the skewer thingy, which I don't have, I use the knife, comes out clean. So if it doesn't come out clean, you have to put it back in the oven. And the recipe says to cover it with tin foil so the top doesn't get burnt. But yeah, it was great. The cake disappeared within 2 days. I am recording this and it's long gone. Thank you for watching, and I will try and be back with some other sort of video or activity that I do next.